Hello and welcome to Neat Me Debt Free. My name is Hannah and this is my space where I talk about my family's finances. So it's been a while since I've done a budget with me, and actually I'm kind of really late since the budget's about to reset early this week, but I've been realizing I do so much better with your guys' eyes, and I need to be more diligent about our budget if I really want us to hit our financial goals. I've been very lax lately. After we bought the house and, bought things for the house and kind of got carried away with that kind of stuff, I need to be more laser focused on our goals. We're so close to being completely debt free, so I just need to get there. So I'm going to force myself to be more diligent about tracking. And so my way of doing that is by filming these budget with me videos. Even if nobody watches them, I think for myself, just going through the motions is so beneficial to our financial health. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I know for my friends that watch this on their phones, I need to boost this up. So we're going to do that. And we'll do that. Okay. So if you're new here, I am a spreadsheet budgeter. I just really like that I can access it on my phone, my computer, wherever I am, and I can work on it. I'm not really good at carrying around paper with me because my work schedule is just kind of crazy and just house stuff, all that good stuff. So I get paid the last day of every month. So does my husband. And that is the day that our budget resets. I am not a budget ahead person. I would like to maybe one day try to get to that point, but right now we just reset our budget when we get paid. We're both paid monthly. I already know what I'm going to get paid on the either 21st or 22nd of every month. They give me the pay stub for my next paycheck. So my income will be, we are getting our dependent daycare credit, so that'll be $500. Our child tax credit, we will get that as well. And I don't know my husband's paycheck. He is salaried. However, depending on what meetings or sports he's coaching, his check tends to fluctuate. So I just guesstimate for $4,600. So that'll be the income, hopefully, for this month. So like I said, I haven't been really good about tracking, and I thought I was being really diligent about paying off our credit card. Apparently not. So I have to wait for the smoke to clear. But I want to do like a big reset on our credit card. Again, if you're new, I had just recently put us back into using credit cards. We were not during the bulk of our journey, just to kind of reset our habits. Even though this kind of spiraled, it's more from lack of tracking than it is uncontrolled spending. 100%. Maybe it's 50-50. But I'm going to reset this credit card and then we will be good to go going forwards. Groceries and gas kind of got out of hand. We also went out of town for Thanksgiving, so things are kind of messed up right now. So about $900 needs to be reset there. This is our solar. I didn't pay it last month, so this is actually 2 months worth. That is set to auto debit. Our mortgage. Sinking funds. I am going to attempt to beef them up a little bit. So I want to do about $1,500. We get $100 each. By the way, I bought a Peloton tread. No regrets. By the way, the air quality has been so bad here in California. It's been nice to be able to just walk in the house, or not in the house, but at the house. And then actually my son, he has been running on it. I have a son who has ADHD, and it's been a nice little outlet for him to run and use. So this is interest free. So we did add to our debt, but it is interest free and not a big issue. My goal, and I'll make a separate video on our debt-free journey. I have a couple student loans left. My goal is to get below 10K before the new year. This $2,000 will not get us there, but it will get us almost there. And I think I can push it and maybe side hustle or figure out something so I can push us over that threshold. But 2,000, I'm just doing 100 a month for my Roth. This is our child care, groceries. I may have to adjust our grocery and gas budget again. I did adjust it. I think in the summer I bumped up gas, but I'm just going to leave it here for right now because, again, I have not been tracking diligently. So I'm hoping I'll be able to get a better picture. And then also, I haven't been cooking. I've been so stressed out and overwhelmed and whatever. So I'm hoping to be more diligent. My husband's promised to be more supportive with the cooking and stuff like that. So I'm optimistic that maybe we can keep our grocery budget in control. Gymnastics is my daughter. Our lawn care, HOA, my husband's life insurance. I have life insurance as well. However, mine comes out of my paycheck. So what you see me getting paid is after that deduction. We also both have 403Bs that we are contributing $500 a month to. Again, that is reflected in our paycheck, so that's why you won't see it here. This budget is basically a running total of how much money should be in our main checking account. These green ones will correlate to another place where I will track, and we will do that at the end of this budget. So there is a method to my madness. Okay, so PG&E, that's our gas and electric bill. This actually, I was originally budgeting $350. Our solar finally got kicked on. That's why I have that other bill. We are leasing our solar right now. If we wanted to buy down the road, we definitely could. But right now, just leasing. My PG&E bill last month was only like $18. So again, that's in transition. I'd rather budget ahead just in case because gas can get expensive. But yeah, so that's why there's a solar bill and a PG&E bill. But again, PG&E has definitely gone way down since the solar finally got turned on. Comcast, that's our internet bill. Netflix, our cell phone bill for 2 lines. And this is our local zoo. We buy an annual membership because honestly, taking our family of 4 even like twice, it pays for itself. So that is that. I normally have the kids' allowance in here. However, I have cash that I've been using to pay them with. So that's not going to be accounted for there. There's certain things that I have cash for already set aside. So I'm not going to put it in the main budget. But you can see we have this surplus of $349.95. I definitely know this is not going to be as much. So that would be probably another $200. So that would put us at 5 something. And that's all the leftover is what I plan to move towards my student loans. That is the goal. I've refocused myself. My goal, one of my goals for 2022 is to be completely debt-free personally, besides the mortgage. And all I have left are my student loans. Again, I'll do a budget update on our debt-free journey. My husband has student loans as well, but his are much larger, so we're tackling mine first. But yeah, so that is the main budget. And then I have my tracking. So this is where I track our credit cards. And then this was $800 for the month for groceries and household. This is like cleaning items, stuff like that. Takeout, I think, was $300. Gas for my car, $180. Gas for my husband's car, $150. And so then I would track how much we ended up spending here. I wonder if that works better. Yeah. So you can see grocery, takeout, and gas. I keep track right there. The sinking fund. So like I said, $1,500 is going into beefing up our sinking funds. So now I need to add in those categories. So what I do is based off of how much is in our Ally account, I add in how much is going to be transferred in and total them up together, and that would get my reset amount. And so with that $1,500, I had some kind of beef up goals. So there is $250 going to be in our health fund, $500 for my kids' extracurriculars, $250 for school. That's like the kids' school stuff, so like their yearbook, their school pictures, class parties, stuff like that. Work is for me and my husband. We're both teachers, so sometimes we like to treat our students, so I like to have some cash there. Same thing when there's like charitable events, or for instance, my school did like a raffle for turkeys and pies for our students, and well, I was supposed to sell the tickets to students and then they get entered into a raffle. But I ended up just buying the whole lot of tickets that were given to me to sell and passed them out to my students. So like stuff like that, that gives me an opportunity to do that for my students. I teach adults. Clothing is going to go up to, so Christmas. Most of it's already been spent because I've almost finished all my Christmas shopping, but there'll be some more in there. Clothing is $250. Hair will be $250. Occasions, I'm working on slowly beefing this up. My son's birthday is the first week of December. That's pretty much all been prepared for and ready. And then my daughter's birthday will be in February, so I'm slowly working on beefing this up. Occasions is our birthdays, friends' birthdays, stuff like that. So I just have money at the ready. Home, I'm not going to be adding anything, unfortunately. I'm trying to be satisfied with the home right now. My focus needs to be on paying debt, not decorating our beautiful new home. Vehicles, this is our sinking fund for car maintenance. This will go up here. I'm working on beefing this up as well. March is going to be very expensive for the cars. We pay our car insurance 6 months at a time, so that will go out, and then both cars have car registration due in March, so it's very expensive. I'm working on beefing it up. I think my plan in January is to throw $500 straight to the car fund to get us ready. But yeah, that is our sinking fund totals for this budget period. Basically what I do is, for instance, my son, he takes medication for his ADHD. He has a $5 copay. So $5 will come out of here. And I'll just keep track of how much we spend in each category. So not bad. We're doing good. But like I said, this is kind of a beef up month. And my goal is to kind of beef it up for a couple months here. Try not to spend too much. During the summer, I made like an elaborate goal and explanation of my sinking funds. And so my goal is to get to my minimum amounts. I think these seem pretty high, like 500, 250, but I do have goals for at least 500 in some of these accounts, 1,000, 2,000, stuff like that, to always be at a minimum threshold. And so that's kind of my goal. I have a small emergency fund, just over 3K. We started with the 1,000 recommended by Dave Ramsey. It never really became an issue for us. Granted, we had a home that was pretty reliable, cars that are pretty reliable. But for us, our sinking funds were our difference maker in terms of whether or not we would bust our budget or be sideswiped by some kind of emergency. So that's why I really put an emphasis on my sinking funds, because for me, I found that they work really well for our lifestyle and stuff like that. But yeah, this is in a high yield savings account. So it's not just hanging out somewhere. It's making me money. I wish the interest rate would go up a little bit, but yeah. So anyways, that is our budget for December. I will not be doing like updates like I used to, because I'm no longer getting paid from another job. However, I will do a wrap up at the end of the month. So maybe 2 videos a month on just the budget. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, and I appreciate your support, and I will see you guys in the next video.